Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Hebrew Nibbles number 67. Animal Sacrifices Insufficient, Part 1 of 4. And Part 1 is understanding the symbolism involved. And so I'm going to read the verses, Hebrews chapter 10, verses 1 through 4. For the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of things, can never, with those sacrifices which they offered year by year, continually make the comers thereunto perfect. For then would they not have ceased to be offered? Because that the worshippers, once purged, should have no more conscience of sins. But in those sacrifices there is a remembrance, again, made of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. And I think we can all agree with that, if for no other reason except that it's just reasonable. Now we're talking about symbols of the difference here. Why is this in the Bible? Clarifying the differences in more human terms. Which we could read godly terms and we probably wouldn't understand that at all. We can read the terms that are given by great Christian scholars and so on, and get closer. But we want to now get down to a very fundamental level here. And so we're going to talk about word pictures. One of the early Christian fathers, Chrysostom, explains the symbolism this way. This is the symbolism of God in all of this. As in a painting, so long as one only draws the outlines, it is a sort of shadow. But one which has added the bright paints and weighed in the colors, then it becomes an image. Something of this kind also was the law. And thus the law was only a shadowy outline of the beautiful image carried into our world by the Creator God. Now we have the full intent of God's desire for our lives. A simple symbolic biblical comparison, a similar symbolic biblical comparison is Paul's talking about seeing through a glass darkly, but now you can see clearly. That is, we understood that we weren't supposed to commit murder from the Old Testament, and that is sort of a shadow. Why? When is it okay? When is it not okay? I mean, there's a lot of things that go along with a law like that. However, Jesus painted in all the details of the picture, and now we understand that we are to treat each other not violently, as in a murder, but in fact lovingly. And that is for no other reason. It's not to say that the person has not been behaving abysmally, but our job on earth as saved people is to take everyone else, from the nicest neighbor next door to the worst hoodlum in town, and we're trying to love them to get them to understand the wonderfulness of the gift of Jesus, that they might have the opportunity to be saved also. So we now have this vivid, colored-in image of what we're supposed to do about relating to other people in love. And that is, that's so much more convincing and so much more useful, really, than the cold facts of the law. But the law pointed us, it's not that the law was wrong, it's just that the law was not well understood. And now it can be. God says, view my plan. And that's what we're talking about here. This is his plan. My personal response, Lord, thank you for providing us this picture of our Old Testament understanding becoming our New Testament reality. And oh, what a wonderful thought that is. We understand right and wrong based on the law, but the nuances, the reasons, the understandings why it must be this way all come from this colored-in image. So with that, I say, see you next time.